The local newspaper today. Just want to show you here what it looks like. It's from the Uvalde Leader News. It's an independent agency, and it says May 24th, 2022. There's not one single thing on it because there are no words. Yet, like we were just talking about, a lot of people are saying, start talking to us, and now. In Uvalde, Texas, you're liable to hear two things, sometimes in the same breath. At Robb Elementary School, police followed the active shooter plan. But also, could they have done more to stop a mass murderer?
6-year-old kids in there, they don't know how to defend themselves from a shooter.
He walked in unobstructed initially. So from the grandmother's house to the bar ditch to the school, into the school, he was not confronted by anybody. To clear the record on that. 4 minutes later, law enforcement are coming in to solve this problem.
Jose Cazares is the uncle of 10-year-old Jackie, who died in the attack. As police held parents back outside at the perimeter, his brother was one of the frantic family members willing to risk their own lives to save their children. And while standing there, he could hear shots going off inside.
My brother's a veteran. You know, he served for a little while. You know, so he knows how to handle himself with the weapon. You know, he knows. You know, and for him to see that going on, knowing his child was in there, and the police are just standing there doing nothing, he's like, let me go in there. And they kept holding him back. You want to arrest me? He goes, but do something.
Man, y'all can't be like that, man. Y'all can't be like that when there's people.
Yes, I do. Get across the street.
We've heard that the school resource officer engaged with the shooter. It has not been clarified of what exactly that means. Do families feel like they're getting enough transparency from officials here?
No. I mean, I don't even live. I used to live here. I went to school here. You know, I live far away, and I can see that there isn't transparency here.
Many here feel torn. They know the police. They know the deputies who rushed in. They all grew up together.
Initially, there was information. There was preliminary reports that, as far as engagement, there was a encounter between him and the shooter at some point where there was gunfire exchange. But right now, we are trying to corroborate that information.
A few questions come up in conversations struck up at the town plaza or gas stations. Why was the school's back door unlocked? Families were told a work order had been filed, but it was never finished. Why didn't authorities fight their way into the room faster?
Where Robb is located, by the time the cops got there, I feel like they did all they could. Yes, sir, because, I mean, it does take a little while to get to the school. I feel like, yes, they could have done more. Like, hearing about the officer off duty, that's the one that got the shooter. I feel like, why didn't the cops on duty do anything about that?
I don't know how much time the school officer had. I mean, we can say, why didn't he just, take him out before he went in? But maybe he'd only had seconds. We don't know.
Johnny Martinez was on the town square getting a haircut with his first grade son, Carter, on Thursday, and they stopped by to pay their respects. And as a dad, Johnny still has some serious questions about his city's response.
I know I'm not satisfied yet with the answers that they gave. I went to the conference yesterday with Everett, and I learned things there that I hadn't heard before. I didn't know that there were already police officers inside the school, and they said that they actually engaged him as soon as he entered. So if that were true, then I don't understand why he even was able to walk into a classroom. I would have thought they could have apprehended him or killed him on the spot.
One mother told me her daughter will never set foot into another public school again. Still, others can't stop thinking about that day. The desperation.
That I was standing in my house, freaking out, stomping my feet and jumping up and down saying, I got to do something. And my husband was like, just let the cops do their job. They're there and they're going to do their job. And I was like, but I felt helpless. You know what I mean? I felt helpless because I know how these things end. They don't end well. No one gets away free, almost no one. I don't know anyone in that situation that gets out scot-free.
21 souls never left that fourth grade classroom alive. Now, Uvalde waits for answers, united by its grief and determined to come back stronger, come back safer.